Hello, this is LSFT here today, and today we're here to talk about charging schedules. Before you start, there's one thing that you need to make sure, is that you have the right time set up on your Lexus interface. So what you need to do is press on the gear, click on General, and look at the date and time. Right now it's set to set date and time by GPS. And you just need to make sure that the time is correct. And if not, what will happen is your scheduled charging will be off, and you don't want to be off by 3 hours, let's say. So first thing you need to do is click on this vehicle icon, and then under there you look at charging schedule. So in here, what you need to do is set up what time you want to start charging, or what time do you plan to leave your home. So what you need to do is then you press add. So there's two things that you can select. Start at a set time, so you can say what time you want the charging to start. And or what you can do is set your departure time. So when you set your departure time, you can select what time you will be leaving your house. So let's say if I leave my house 6:45 a.m. Okay, so once you set that up, you can now say what days do you leave at 6:45. So I can say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays. So weekdays I leave 6:45. Then you press save. So now you see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It will stop charging at 6:45. Now I can add, I can also say departure time, and now I can say, let's say 9 o'clock on Saturday. Okay, on Saturday, 9 o'clock is when I'll leave the house. And then I'll say at 6:45 again on Sunday, so I need to go to church. Save. So now you have your schedule set up. You can edit, you can turn one off, you can turn it on. You can edit, and here you can change it to a different time or delete it. So I can delete, and that now will delete Sunday. So I can add, let's do it again. So if I actually say I want to start charging at 1 a.m. and I want to do it on Sunday. So now you see that it started at 1 and it starts charging. Okay, and now you can say, okay, I want to start charging right now. If not, so you see this line actually shows it's Monday and at 6 p.m. I want to charge now, and now you see the schedule is starts. Turn it off. Now it says Tuesday departing time. So why do we have start time and departure time settings in the scheduling? So a lot of people would actually say that, oh, I would like to look at my electricity rates, right? So here I have the electricity rates for where I live, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. is where we have the lowest price. So it's 8.2 cents per kilowatt hour. So a lot of people would say, okay, I want to start the time at 7 all the way to 7 a.m. and then I have charged my vehicle for that 12-hour span. And the 12 hours is using 120 volt 12 amp charge so that you can complete the charge by 7 a.m. next day in the morning. But when some people are looking at, okay, the departure time, I don't care what time it really starts, but I will be leaving the house around, let's say, 6 a.m. So the car will determine what needs to be done so that it can actually finish charging around 6 a.m. so that you can leave around that time. So that's the difference between the timings of how you want to use the start time and the departure time. I personally use the departure time because I'm actually not using this time based. I'm actually using a volume base, which really doesn't matter what time. And the cost is a flat rate until up to a certain kilowatt usage, and then moving on to the second zone at a different price. So when you really look at it, the departure time is much better, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. One of the pros of setting up the departure time is to help prevent degradation of the battery. The batteries they don't like to be full. According to Lexus, the best is to keep it at like 50% charge. But I know, in our real life, it's hard to say, oh, I'm only going to drive, let's say, 30 kilometers, and that's it, right? So what the departure time is to do is so that once you fully charge, you'll start driving it. So keeping it at 100% at a shorter time will actually keep the battery's life longer. In addition to keeping the battery's life longer, what it can also do is once it's charging, it can actually do a cooling of the battery if you have that option turned on, or it can actually warm up the battery. But typically when you charge, the battery will warm up, but then it could actually have a cooling cycle to cool it down so you have the optimal temperature when you leave the house. Hopefully this video is useful for you. Remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click on that bell on the alert so that you get notified when new videos are out. I'll see you next time. Cheers.